Hello everyone. Today we're going to be looking at angle relationships. Okay, so we're going to have some vocabulary words and some examples to go with them. So let's go ahead and write our title. Complementary angles. If two angles have measures that add up to 90 degrees, they are called complementary angles. Now I like to make a little note here. Oops. Just a short little note so you can quickly see. Okay, the next one that we have is supplementary angles. If two angles have measures that add up to 180 degrees, they are called supplementary angles. Okay, and we can add a little note here. There are angles that add up to 180 degrees. It's ABC, so angle ABC and angle CBD are complementary. So those two, notice ABC and CBD, those two will make a right angle. That's 90 degrees. Now for supplementary angles, those are angles that will add up to 180. So that creates a straight angle. So for example, EFG and angle GFH are supplementary. So that is combined, this plus this is 180 degrees. The next one that we have are vertical angles. So vertical angles are the two opposite angles formed by two intersecting lines. Those two angles are always equal. They always have equal measure. So they have equal measure. So an example. All these angles, I'll label the ones that are vertical angles. So C and G, these are vertical angles. And also D and F. And then same thing over here. So if I label this H and N, these two are vertical angles. And if I label this M and K, those two are vertical angles. Okay, our next one is called corresponding angles. Corresponding angles also have equal measure. Corresponding angles lie in the same position but at different points of intersection of the transversal. Okay, so here corresponding angles they lie in the same position but at different points of intersection of the transversal. So here I will draw the transversal intersecting two parallel lines. For example, B and F would be congruent. Okay, and then D and H would be congruent. And A and E would be congruent. And C and G would be congruent. Our next one is called alternate interior angles. And alternate interior angles are also congruent as long as the transversal is cutting parallel lines. So alternate interior angles are angles that are on opposite sides of the transversal and are inside a pair of parallel lines. So they will have equal measure. If they're not parallel lines, then they're still called alternate interior angles, but they're not congruent. They won't be equal. So I'll give you an example of what that looks like. Okay, so I have alternate interior would be C and F are alternate interior angles. And D and E are alternate interior angles. Okay, the last one we're going to look at is same side interior angles. And same side interior angles are supplementary when the lines intersected by the transversal are parallel. So same side interior angles are angles that are on the same side of the transversal and both are between parallel lines. So I'll give you an example with that same picture we had right above. Okay, so angles D and F are same side interior angles, so they're on the right side of the transversal and they're inside of the parallel lines. And another example would be the C and the E. Those are same side interior angles. Okay. All right, so that's all for our notes for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.